Elena Moore told her sister, "If I don't call you back in 10 minutes, something's wrong." She hung up at 9:47 p.m. She wasn't just missing by morning. She had effectively been deleted. No struggle, no tracks, and a phone that was manually wiped clean by a professional. This wasn't a disappearance, it was a ghost act. On a cold Thursday evening in early December, the town of Riverton Falls was already dressed for Christmas. Lights blinked along Main Street. Store windows glowed with artificial warmth. The air smelled like pine, cinnamon, and snow that hadn't yet fallen. At 9:42 p.m., Elena Moore, 29 years old, stepped out of her apartment and locked the door behind her. She didn't pack a bag. She didn't leave a note. She didn't tell anyone she was going anywhere. Elena was the kind of person who planned everything. Color-coded calendars, reminders set weeks in advance, texts sent if she was going to be 5 minutes late. Friends described her as careful, cautious, almost overly responsible, which is why what happened next made no sense. At 9:47 p.m., Elena called her older sister, Rachel. Rachel later told police the call felt off. Elena sounded distracted. Her voice was tight, clipped, like she was watching something unfold in real time. She said, "I don't have much time," Rachel recalled. She said, "If I don't call you back in 10 minutes, something's wrong." Rachel asked where she was going. Elena paused. Then she said, "I just need to check something. I'll explain later." Before Rachel could ask anything else, Elena added one last sentence. "If anyone asks, I was never here." Then she hung up. That was the last confirmed contact with Elena Moore. Before she stepped into the night, Elena stood frozen in her hallway for 10 seconds. She wasn't looking for her keys. She was deciding if she was going to live or die. At 6:18 a.m. the next morning, a delivery driver noticed a car parked at the edge of Willow Creek Preserve, a wooded area about 15 minutes outside town. The engine was cold. The doors were unlocked. The keys were missing. Inside the car, police found Elena's purse on the seat. Her wallet was still inside. Credit cards untouched. Cash still there. There were no signs of a struggle. No blood. No broken glass. No skid marks. Just a silent car at the edge of the woods, and a woman who had vanished into nothing. Search teams flooded the preserve within hours. Dogs traced her scent from the car, straight toward the tree line. Then it stopped, as if she had simply ceased to exist. Elena had no criminal record, no history of running away, no substance abuse issues, no secret relationships, at least none that surfaced. She worked as a data analyst for a regional insurance firm. Stable job, regular hours, quiet life. She had bought Christmas gifts early. She had tickets booked for a family dinner 3 days later. She had renewed her lease the week before. Everything about her life pointed forward. Investigators quickly ruled out a voluntary disappearance. XX. People don't vanish mid-December without coats, money, or a plan. And they especially don't do it after a call like that. Elena's phone was located 5 days later, nearly 30 miles away, behind a closed gas station off a rural highway. It was powered off. No fingerprints. No SIM card. No data. Forensic experts confirmed the phone had been manually wiped. Not by accident, not by malfunction. Someone knew exactly what they were doing. And they didn't want anyone to know who Elena had contacted or who had contacted her. As detectives dug deeper, they discovered something unsettling. Elena had received a call 7 minutes before she phoned her sister. That incoming call came from a burner number, a prepaid phone activated just 2 days earlier. The call lasted 1 minute and 12 seconds. Whatever was said during that call changed everything. Because immediately after it ended, Elena grabbed her keys and left her apartment. Security footage from her building showed her hesitating in the hallway, standing still for almost 10 seconds before stepping outside, as if she was weighing a decision she couldn't take back. Police questioned everyone in Elena's life. Friends, co-workers, neighbors, former classmates. One name kept resurfacing. Daniel was Elena's ex-boyfriend from 4 years earlier. Their breakup had been quiet. No police reports. No public drama. But behind closed doors, friends said the relationship had been intense, emotionally consuming. Daniel had moved away shortly after they split, or so everyone thought. Phone records revealed something chilling. Daniel had returned to Riverton Falls, TW. While police were searching the woods, they didn't realize the person they should be looking for was already watching them. Daniel Cross had been back in town for 14 days. He told no one. He stayed in the shadows. And he has a very specific reason for why he won't talk about that burner phone. Willow Creek Preserve became the center of the investigation. Search teams combed every inch. Divers checked the water. Drones scanned the canopy. Volunteers walked shoulder to shoulder through the trees. Nothing. No footprints beyond the initial trail. No clothing. No personal items. Locals whispered theories. Some believed Elena had been taken. Others believed she walked into the woods willingly and met someone she trusted. A few suggested something darker, that she wasn't the first. Over the past decade, 3 women had vanished within a 50-mile radius under eerily similar circumstances. Late evening, short phone calls, cars left behind. None of those cases had ever been solved. Months later, a detective reviewing Elena's case noticed something overlooked. On the night she vanished, Elena was wearing ankle boots with smooth soles, not suitable for hiking. Yet there were no signs of her slipping, stumbling, or struggling in the wooded terrain, which suggested one of 2 things. She didn't walk far, or she didn't walk at all. Someone may have been waiting. Nearly a year after the disappearance, a man came forward. He claimed that on the night Elena vanished, he had been parked near Willow Creek Preserve. He said he saw a dark SUV idling with its lights off. He didn't report it at the time because nothing seemed wrong. By the time he spoke up, there was no way to confirm the sighting. No license plate, no description of the driver, just another almost answer. Rachel still listens to that voicemail. She says there's something in Elena's voice she didn't notice at first. Not fear, resolve. Like Elena already knew this was goodbye. The 10 minutes she promised passed. Then an hour. Then a lifetime. Rachel believes her sister went somewhere thinking she could control the situation. That she underestimated whoever was on the other end of that burner phone. Elena Moore's disappearance remains officially unsolved. No arrests. No suspects charged. No body found. Her name is etched into missing persons databases and cold case files. Her family still puts out one extra stocking every Christmas. Because somewhere between that phone call and the silence that followed, a life was interrupted. And the truth, whatever it is still out there. Waiting. The phone rang. She answered. She hung up. And someone has spent 15 years making sure the rest of that conversation stays buried. But look at the map. 3 women, 1 50-mile radius, the same silent phone calls. Do you think Elena was the target, or just the latest in a pattern we're refusing to see? Let me know what you think in the comments.